I've got a plane behind me, and if I spin around slightly, you'll see Terminal 21 Mall. Not many malls have got a plane outside, and if I spin you around a bit more, you're going to see a lot of bagged cars. And that's because it's cars on flight at Terminal 21 back for a second year. And I am standing underneath a walkway because the sun is intense. So the first thing I'm going to have to say, I apologize, my eyes are going to be squinting in this video. The sun is intense and I have to be here in the daytime. This kind of event builds up all day, and then when the sun goes down and it gets dark, that's when people really come out for the event. But today I've got meetings in Bangkok at the end of Sunday afternoon, so I can only stay here till about 2 in the afternoon, till mid-afternoon. Now it's about 10, 11 in the morning, so I'm just going to get that full midday heat, but I have no choice. I wanted to come and see this event. I got to come now. So I'm going to try and show you what's going on, but obviously as the afternoon builds up, we're going to get a lot more cars, some really cool cars rolling in later on, because Thai people don't come out in the sunlight. They're very wise, but I have to. So first of all, I apologize for squinting. I'm going to miss a bit of stuff, but hopefully you get an idea of what's going on in this event, because it's pretty cool. Second year, this event is by connection. The people who do the Under Up, the people who do the Fashion Island show, big event organisers for modified cars in Thailand. Kone, I'll try and catch up with him in a bit, the organiser. He's got a passion to do modified car events. He does events. When he throws one on, everyone comes down, everyone hangs out. So it's going to be like that today for sure. But again, I can only show you the start of it. So I'm going to head out in the sunlight. I'm going to squint like crazy. See what we can see. So stay tuned. So we've got some of the Halo cars stacked along the side of the mall, lined up. First we've got an RX-8 Rocket Bunny Pandem kit, but it's got some really nice touches. I like these brackets right on the end. They look really, really cool. Then the registration plate gives this one away a little bit, 380. And if we look around the side here, we've got a Nismo RS 380 limited edition. This is a 3.8 litre, and you can see it's got carbon bonnet, carbon fenders, carbon doors, carbon skirts and trims around here. So this is a real special, very, very rare version with a 3.8 litre fitted in it, Nismo edition. Then you spin round here, this is a regular drift car. It's got 800 horsepower and you'll see it out regularly drifting. It's always good to see the Sephiroths out drifting, still in action. And then finally on the end here, this is not a 350Z at all. This is actually a Sephiroth, and it's been built up by Tuna Concept with a 350Z bonnet on it. The first time I saw it, I think about 3 or 4 months ago, it kind of surprised me. I just thought it was a 350 and they put fake down the side of it. And I'm like, hang on, what's going on here? But yeah, this is a really, really nice job, but it's not a 350. It's a very, very well done Sephiroth build, which people are starting to do into 350s. And I like these wheels as well. Really like the way it's been done. The whole stance, the fitment, everything is great on this car. This Lightning McQueen build by PS Modify, it's actually one of 2 now. The other one in grey, which belongs to Heng's Garage, was here last year right in this spot. This year they've swapped round and it's in the absolute halo spot right outside the entrance to the mall. Wow, that's hot. That is hot to touch. This is going to be one of my favorite builds of the year so far. By ECU shop, EG, EV. Almost rhymes. This is just driven down from Bangkok this morning. It's an absolute rocket ship. Inside, this is less EV than you'd imagine, but I really like it. I really like these carbon seats. They feel really light, really racing style. Racing wheel, gear shift here. Very nice, very clean. You're still in an EG, but you got crazy EV power to go with it.
Hi, สวัสดีครับ I'm from ECU Shop Thailand. We built the Civic EG with the conversion with the EV 3 motor. Okay, this one is made to 140 horsepower and about 600 Newton meter torque. We built this one from start. We built like the mounting, everything, and together with the gearbox from the racing car, the sequential racing car, 5-speed. This one is not yet in the moment on the track, but estimate the time for the drag is about 12 something. Okay, and our sponsor for this car is have like the Toyota, the tuner concept, the suspension, the carbon part from Monza Carbon, and the last thing is the ECU shop is the building the ECU, VCU, BMS, everything for this car, controlling this car. Okay, and this car is like the project that we made for the future, the conversion in the future. So our next project is we have 4-wheel drive in the Evo with Tesla motor. It will be make 1,200 horsepower.
So my name is Mr. Tay Whatever from Toyota. Today is the Toyota present Pattaya Car on Fire is a car festival. It's a concept car EV Monster Thailand, circuit car, rough ride drift car, and car from Yemen, SLK car show. This is the drift car from Toyota.
So how much do I like these Rotiform trims? Tartan pattern, it's got bounce in it, the car is bagged and it's right down onto the trims. There's no gap there. This looks pretty cool. Still setting up because pretty early, and I got to be at the show really early, so it's only kind of half done. And here is the organizer, Kunai Sadikab. Good morning. Always epic shows from this guy, always shows to come to, the cool ones. I met this Mirage a couple of years ago, maybe a bit more than that, at Cars and Coffee, Rayong, on the beach. It looked great, dropped it down on the air, on the sand, looked fantastic. I don't think it had this carbon lip on it though then. It looks really, really cool. And again, we've got these carbon side skirts as well. They're a nice touch. I really like this Yaris. I like this beige colour. It kind of works really well. And the owner does it really detailed, right down to the suspension struts, all finished in beige. Very, very nice. But today, these Rotiform trims, they're crazy. And if you actually look, the rear 3/4 is going down behind the Rotiform trims, digging into the wheel rim behind. That is pure full on how you lower your car and get that fitment like no one else does. Aside from what you have in like a central display area, a lot of car groups come to shows and they really pack it out, they fill up the numbers. And here you can see the Yaris Mania guys have rocked up and they have brought about a dozen cars sitting on this like paved area in front of the mall. Look really, really cool. We've got one here with the bonnet off. That looks really nice. That's well done. We got them bagged here, got some Vioses on the end, so like the whole family of cars. Always got to find the biggest wing at the show, and I think this wing on this Vios, he is going to have no problem sticking the back wheels on the ground. And in fact, the way this is slatted, it looks like there's a bit of DRS going on. Look at that broken bodywork and the rust coming through, and it's battered. This owner has not been compromised on getting his car down to the ground. I see quite a few really built up Honda Freed people carriers in Thailand, and this one is a case in point. He's got a big rear wing, and look at the size of these struts holding the wing onto the tailgate. They are huge. And down here, the whole diffuser area, he's got a flat tray going on there and quad exhaust pipes coming out of the Freed. I don't know this Lotus kit, but it is really nice. It's got a real wide body on it. It's got the Rocket Bunny style arches that you can see here. But then you've got a lot of nice carbon fiber detailing. This big carbon fiber splitter on the front looks great. And this profiling, this detailing is really nice and it's been thought out and works well. And if I can squeeze down the side, because we've got another Lotus next to it, there's more carbon fiber here. We've got the barge boards here, and we've got a side skirting carbon fiber that's contoured in, looks really nice. It kind of curves in, the door curves down, it all really gives it that race car feel. These door mirrors are fantastic, they real race car feel. So this has been really done very nicely, and you see a lot of details like the carbon fiber on top of the hood. And you've got a carbon wing on the back and lower carbon splitter as well. So it's been really, really nicely done, well thought out, and the yellow also, it's fantastic. I really like this Yaris wide body. This kit is really well done, really well integrated. You will not see a Yaris as wide as this. Every detail, every feature has been changed. Really wide curves here, and again the skirt has got a real chunky feel to it, which blends in really nicely. It's been done by Concept Pattaya. They're a new garage, a new shop in the Pattaya area. They're doing some really, really good stuff now. And I like this, so watch out for them. They've got a few cars at this show, 5 actually. 1 or 2 have been here before, in fact a couple were here last year. But these guys are on a roll. Camping style is really popular in Thailand. People are putting tents on top of everything, but not usually on a Corolla Cross. And if we look at this particular Corolla Cross, it's been bagged, it's sitting on the ground. And look at these calipers. Big 4-pop Brembos, there's no clip-ons. We've got cross-drilled discs, bells, and these pretty cool looking alloys on it. This is not your average camper. Your camping vans usually sit up, not down on the ground. These 2 BMWs have got really interesting wraps on them. You can see there's like a black one, but the same style in a red and black here. Look really interesting, not quite sure what you'd call it, but they stand out a mile. Clearly these 2 cars have been done together, and this one's got Rotiform aero discs on. So 3 o'clock now. I was going at 2, but it's going on here. As you can see, all the top stuff is rolling in. The Skylines, 350Zs, Ferraris, Porsches, they're starting to roll in now. But hoping you got a bit of an overview of this event. I gotta go home now. I gotta hit the road back to Bangkok.